going 4-5 just sucks. You want to have a winning season. You want to make that playoff run, especially since like all my uncles and all my family was deeply a part of that playoff run. All those playoff runs, winning all those state championships. I don't know. I just feel like we have a good tradition, but we need to bring back to that.
The goals are indeed ambitious as a new football era opens at Illini West. Now, the Chargers are keenly aware that you can't simply talk success back into existence. But pulling a Tommy Chandler might just bridge those gaps.
Tommy Chandler, he was a running back for us for the last 3 years, and he took it on himself to switch to O-line. You don't see that a lot. And, as an offensive lineman, you don't get any praise, So him taking that step and putting team first, is huge for us.
There was a need. We've had a need at that position for a couple years. And the fact is that it's my senior year, and I want to make the playoffs. I want to win. Football is family, and I'm doing what's best for my family.
Just having him take that step and say, you know what, I want to help the team more than I want to get my name in the paper.
That is the environment new Charger skipper Jacob Kelvin says he is grateful to have inherited. And while senior volition may be tops on his list of assets he's been afforded,
it's all about the seniors, and they've been the ones that kind of spearhead buying in. And when the kids see that the seniors are buying in, it trickles down. We've got a pretty young team, so having the seniors lead is a great role.
A lot of work put in the off season. I think Calvin's done a great job getting young guys motivated and setting the expectation out for everybody, and just a lot hungrier,
Let's not also lose sight of the fact that Illini West has building blocks with which to power back to the future, including some Dynasty Days hallmarks, like a good old-fashioned throwback fullback in Ian Bensinger.
I think Illini would be very good. There's a guy behind me, same class as me, probably best athlete maybe in the county. He will make plays, and some defenses will not be able to handle him.
Then you got Ian Bensinger. I think he's kind of slept on a little bit. That kid's explosive. He's quick. He's powerful. He's probably going to have a huge year this year.
He's a really good running back, and we also have several guys that I think are just good too, are just as good as him, and really solid guys that could run the ball.
Then you got Lucas Finch coming back. He's looked great. Jorge, he kind of struggled with a little bit of a injury early on in the summer, but he's coming back looking good.
As well as the school's traditionally undersized, mobile, and tenacious offensive line.
I think our line this year is just tremendously different. We've also simplified things a lot, because last year I feel like we got a little too complex for ourselves. But we've simplified and just focused on being aggressive, being fast, attacking the other person. And with that the more athletic front, I feel like that's going to be a lot more obtainable this year.
And as well, a stout defensive nucleus.
I'd say our strongest part's probably our linebacking core, just because we've got 2 seniors there, and we got Sean Watkins there. That was there he played nose guard for us last year, but we're getting him back in the linebacker where his natural fit, where he played JV, and we thought he had a lot of success there.
Illini West certainly isn't without questions to answer, including the task of shoehorning in a new quarterback.
I think it's been some good competition. You got guys that like Max Kinnaman. Max Kinnaman has been here consistently, studies the playbook, knows what he's doing, has good mechanics.
We still have the option to go spread and throw the ball a little bit, but I think the wishbone's definitely going to give us more of our advantage.
As well as dealing with a wonky new conference schedule. But at this moment in time, optimism for an optimal outcome on all fronts prevails.
I think this team is closer. I think this team has more resilience. We've had to go through some tough practices, some tough camps. Even before camp, we were doing conditioning and stuff. So I feel like this group is stronger, more resilient, and I think we're going to play well together.